Indeed, I am looking forward to today's event. We're using it to try out some new suspension settings that we hope will work for Donegal. We've got a chance up there this year to move into the lead in the Tarmac Championship, which is what we're trying to do. So I just hope everything goes well today. We're hoping that in a sort of relaxed atmosphere we can play with the car and get it set up the best way we can.
Yeah, it's a good day for rallying. The weather is good, and I believe the roads are nice and smooth. And I'm kind of tired and I have the flu. I probably won't be driving fast. I'd much rather be seated on about 5 or 6 a day. So we'll have fun anyway.
Rally GP?
Yeah, I think it should be a very good event. To be honest, Cork Motor, they always put on a good rally.
As clerk for the course in Kerry, were you happy with your own Circular Kerry this year, the turnout in Circular Kerry GP?
Yeah, we were. The entry probably wasn't as big as we expected, but I suppose money is scarce. The event itself went off very well. We were very pleased with it, with no problems whatsoever.
Thanks very much. Some problems in Kerry, Donny?
That's right, yeah. We had a fuel pump failure in one of the stages, and it cost us about 20 minutes, so we're so far back after the day's running, we opted out.
What are your chances here today, Donny? Who are you looking over your shoulder today, Donny?
The John Coyne is uncatchable, really. He's the main man. After that, there's an awful battle, I suppose, between Sammy Hawkins and Jimmy Dean and Huey Toomey. There's a lot of good fellas there, all evenly matched.
Are you looking forward to today, Donny?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, we did well here last year. We were fourth here last year, and we seem to enjoy it, you know. And it went well for us last year, so we're hoping to go as well this year.
Thanks very much, sir.
Okay.
Thanks. Report out today with Vincent McSweeney. What are your chances here today?
Well, we hope to do fairly well. We're just looking at the programme there a while ago, and there's about 4 in our class that's up to 1000 cc's. So we're hoping to have a good day. And we had a 1300 in West Cork, which we had a few problems with brakes, etc. on Saturday, and hit a stone in on Sunday, which put us out of the rally. So we've come down a class now for Cove here today, and it's the first time that Vince is out since I've been out, since the West Cork myself, in my own car. But I'm not running today, so I'm travelling with Vince instead. We hope to have a good crack anyway.
Thanks very much, Michael.
Hey Hartigan, you were fairly closely involved with the organisation of some events there for Cork Motor Club. You were competing today, I believe.
Yeah, I borrowed the car from the chap I usually navigate for, so going out there just have a run, just to see what it's like.
You were telling me there during the week that you had a bit of a mishap last year on the event, and you're hoping to do a bit better today.
Yeah, I think it's just a way of proving to myself that I can actually finish the event without touching the car off the walls.
Yeah, this car is fairly well prepared. Is Sean thinking hanging on to it? He is?
But I think at the moment he doesn't know really what he wants to do with it. If he gets a good offer for it, he'll sell it.
Very good, Larry Hartigan. Best of luck to you today. All right. John Sullivan, you've been a fairly regular competitor there at stage events for the past couple of years there. Are you looking forward to today?
Oh yeah, if the DLC is right, it should be a good old crack, I'd say.
You've had very little problems with your car. You're reasonably happy in your class?
Very good. The only thing there's an awful lot in my class.
Yeah, were you counting him in the programme?
There's 21 or 2, I'd say, in today's event.
So are you still hoping to give a good performance?
Well, we hope to do the best we can in the end, enjoy the whole Spain.
Very good. John Sullivan, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oliver Walsh, you've been navigating now with Rebenskin for a few years. Could you tell us how the relationship began?
Well, I suppose about 4 years ago, I just set in to do one event and then done another event and another event, and that's the way we kept going.
You've come up through the ranks a bit. You have a fairly competitive car now this time. It's your first time, I think, with a 16 valve.
It is, yeah. We've this one only with a while. We're quite satisfied with it.
You enjoy being the left-hand seat. Would you ever prefer to be at the other side?
At times.
Best of luck today. Oliver Walsh, thank you. Marty there, well-known competitor and spray painter from Clonakilty. Are you looking forward to today's event?
Oh yes, the weather is very good. There's good competition here, and we hope to have a good run.
Have you checked how many is in your class today?
I haven't had time yet. We've only just come out from scrutiny, and we're just going to stick our numbers on and hoping for the best.
You've been operating a bit like David Sutton there lately with renting out your car. This is your first time in the seat now again since Castle Freak, isn't it?
That's right. I gave a friend of mine a drive there in the Commodore Hotel Rally. She enjoyed herself, and she also had a run in the Castle Freak forestry stages. She's able to handle the car all right. I'm hoping to do as well today myself.
You've no problems any with your car so far? You're happy enough with it?
Not so far, I'll tell you that after stage 6.
Very good. Michael McCarthy, best of luck to you today.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Dave Whelan, you're making a transfer today from driver to become clerk of the course for this event. Is the adrenaline flowing same as ever?
Well, not quite. It's not to the same extent, because you find things happen a lot faster when you're a clerk of the course than they do when you're rallying, especially when you drive the speed I drive at. And we're very pleased with the entry that we got here today. We've well over 75 entries. It's been led by John Coyne and the Rigid Tools Talbot. John, as you know, is going to do tyre testing here today and hopefully go on to win Donegal next weekend.
Forward to a good event anyway, and a happy event for everyone.
We are, yeah. We seem to be blessed with the weather so far, and I'd say the way things are now, it should keep going on, that we should have a good dry day. But it'll be dry tyres and high speeds for everybody for the rest of the day.
How would you describe the stages today now? Are they fast, smooth or twisty laneways? Last year, if I remember correctly, I was on it myself, some of the roads were fairly narrow.
Yeah. Well, I've tried to rule out a lot of the laneways, because at this time of year there's an awful lot of overgrowth, makes driving difficult, and it cuts down on the speeds unnecessarily a lot. So a lot of the stages are smooth, but they're hard stages to drive, and they're not going to be really flat stages as such. They're difficult, twisty stages, but they're smooth. The surface seems to have got bad over the last couple of weeks, because they have a very dry spell and the tires seem to be breaking up slightly. Well, I'm hoping that it'll stay together for the day.
Dave Whelan, we wish you a happy event.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
have to rise the suspension.
Martin, can you tell us what happened in Listonverna?
We had a bit of tough luck there, all right. We actually caught 3 cars in the first stage, which was a 17-miler, long stage, and the 4th car, which is an Alfetti GT 2000, would not pull over. And we must have been behind them for about 4 miles. And eventually, trying to overtake him, we had to put the 2 wheels in the green grass. There must have been something there. We got punctured anyway. 2 punctures, so we couldn't carry on, you know. We carried on all right, and it did a bit of damage, so we had to pull in, you know.
You also had clutch problems. Have you had sorted out now for today?
Well, we have, yeah. We flew in from Italy, modified release bearing, and flywheel and pressure plate and disc to go with it. And it feels way better now than the previous one. I'd say we should have no problem.
So you're expecting to have a good trouble-free run today?
Well, the countryside is half known to me, so it should help, you know. So hopefully, anyway. I have a good co-pilot. Yeah.
You've been navigator today. Do you think you'll be
able to well, he was born and reared apparently anyway, and apparently I was the first fill-in to get him, so the opposition was strong, but money counts, you know. We paid him a fair few pounds, you know. And I'd say we'll do something drastic, or if not dramatic, this Sunday. Right?
Right, thanks very much, Martin.
Right.
Yeah, very good actually. We've done a very good timing so far. The condition was very good, and the service crew very happy with. You know, they were on the spot. Also, second command here was excellent. So we did really good timing, and we done better than we expected. You know.
Were you happy with the stages today?
We were actually. We were very happy with the stages. Very good condition and dry enough, so the car was handling very good. Everything very cooperative. We had no difficulties. Car was going excellent. We had no trouble actually, just straightforward petrol and carried away. We were very good. We're lucky in that.
I was a bit nervous, all right, but once I heard the 3, 2, 1 go, you know, you put away the nerves and you just get down to the job in hand. And the stage itself were very good, very fast, very little loose, except on some of the hairpins, some of the corners. As Ellie said, like we were happy enough with our positions, like with our timings, and hopefully we'll do well. We've yet to get the results. They should be within an hour or so, and we'll know then how well we did. But my first big rally, very pleased with it. I hope there'll be a lot more, but happy up to today anyway.
Thanks very much. It's always easy to be happy when you win, but we had a very instructive day. We were trying out some suspension settings which are new for us prior to going to Donegal next weekend, and everything worked out very well. I was a little bit worried in the first lap of the course. We had a few spins here and there on slow corners, but I found that the harder you drive the suspension that we've got in it now, the better it responds. So there's a message there. I just have to keep the shoe in up next weekend and we should do well. And the organisation of the event was very good. We had no problems, everything ran on time, and the stages were excellent. The second stage was a little bit tight and lots of loose gravel around, but the rest of the stages were very fast. It's nice territory down here, although the third stage of the group, there was one corner that second time round, looking at all the marks on the road, I thought I had problems with it, but there were lots of people who had even bigger ones by the look of things. It was a very enjoyable event.
Congratulations, Sean, on second today at the Commodore Rally.
Thanks very much.
Had you any anxious moments?
No, the ride went very smooth today. It was the sun was navigating for me today instead of my usual navigator, and everything went very well today for us.
And how was your car performing?
The car performed magnificently today. It was, well, since I started rallying this time last year with that car, And the first time out we were 26th overall, and we'll have to come down to the 2nd overall, so within a year I think it was very good.
You've improved your seating recently, haven't you?
I have. I've improved it now from 26th overall down to 2nd overall.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.